Hey there, innovators, and welcome to That Product Market Fit Guy YouTube podcast, a community where we talk all things about product market fit, specifically for innovators. My name is Trevor Holmes, and I'm just a guy who loves to see innovation succeed. Today, I want to help you understand the direct connection between jobs to be done and the adoption of your innovative idea as you first enter the market. So stick around because if you nail this, your chances of winning as you enter the market goes right through the roof. In our previous video, we introduced the definition of product market fit. That is, where a product meets the needs of its target market. We also discussed what headline markets are and how it is their sub-markets that you really want to be entering the market into. If you haven't seen this video or if you're new in joining our community, I recommend going back and watching that one when you've finished here, because in that video we also spoke about the key to successful product market fit and how it hinges on recognizing that people need to get jobs done and that there is a space in their head that gets filled with a brand, a product, or a tool when they think about getting a job done. So, today we're going to delve a little deeper into those topics and specifically about jobs to be done. Now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit the subscribe and bell now so you don't miss out on the many topics, interviews, and discussions that we'll be having here on that Product Market Fit Guy YouTube channel. Let's get into today's topic. But before we get into the deep dive of jobs to be done, I just want to quickly touch on this space in the buyer's head concept. I'm going to use a diagram so that you can see visually the relationship that we're talking about. I love this pyramid to demonstrate the relationship and for you to gain an understanding how each element in this diagram gives you a greater chance to be that product or that brand that, pops into the buyer's head when they're thinking about a job that they want to get done. We're going to get into jobs to be done very soon, but for now, just recognize that jobs to be done is the starting point that triggers this causality event. Think of it as the moment that who you have in mind as customers recognizes that they need to get a job done and that they are then thinking about, well, how am I going to get this job done? Our minds are very logical. Often for these customers, their mind immediately goes from, I need to get a job done, to the product, technology, or the brand that they think will help them get that job done. Your goal as an innovator, particularly when first entering the market, is to ensure that your product and your brand is what's popping into their head. And it is these two central components, those two banners right there in the middle, that are going to play a massive part of your very well defined target market coming to the conclusion of relating to your brand. Above the jobs to be done banner are going to be the experiences that they have with you. So, everything from who you are targeting, your message of how you help them get this job done faster, easier, and almost always at a lower cost to how they have to get that job done now, right through to researching you. Yes, your website and every bit of communication that got people there in the first place, to how they purchase from you, their experience going through the sales process, your purchasing platform or process, deployment, onboarding, and then actually doing the job, and all of those things, how perfectly this fits with their expectations. Now, in the next banner above, integration, it's how seamlessly and what a wonderful and simple and easy experience this is to build trust in who you are. And think about it, as a new brand entering the market, you have very little trust capital at this point. So you are being judged at every step of the way. Remember at the start, I said, if you nail this concept, your chances of success goes through the roof. And you may have been wondering, well, why? Well, it is because there is a direct causality effect between the jobs to be done that the customer's thinking and the product market fit. And with this concept, hopefully I've now embedded this winning principle into your mind. Keep that recognition right there in your head as we dig deeper into the understanding of jobs to be done. Okay, ready for jobs to be done? It's one of my favorite topics. I've just seen this work so many times. It was initially developed by Professor Clayton Christensen in his works on disruption theory. And this is where he stated that people do not buy products, they hire them to get a job done. Now, think about that. It makes sense, doesn't it? You're here on YouTube and have found us. What job is YouTube doing for you right now? It's providing you with the means to learn, to search for how to do things in the space of innovation, how to go about developing your innovative idea to be commercially successful. What jobs to be done does for innovators is to shift their thinking and their focus from product features to the underlying needs and motivations of customers. Consider how you might have done this job, say, about 20 years ago, before YouTube was around. You could have gone to a library and found books on product market fit. You could have gone to a seminar if there was a specialist around talking about product market fit. Notice how I use the word seminar, not webinars. Or maybe you could have enrolled in a course and spent endless hours going to night school to learn about innovation and product market fit. You see, the job doesn't change. People have been looking to learn how to successfully launch innovative ideas for hundreds, if not thousands of years. But how we do that job is changing constantly. If you deeply think this concept through, then I'm pretty sure you're going to land on an understanding that Christensen was right. We do hire products, tools, and services to get things done. And if we find a new product, a new tool, or a new service that does that job faster, easier, or in a way that is more cost efficient to do so, we will move across and we'll hire a new way to do the same job. Now, let me ram this home, this concept, as I really want you to grasp this deeply. Here's a simple exercise for you. Assuming you have been on this planet for, say, as I was talking about, 20 years, think about how we used to do jobs and how that has changed over this relatively short period of time. What about hiring a service to drive you from home to go out for dinner? How much has that changed over 20 years? Think about how we consume media compared to 20 years ago, or how we connect with our friends compared to 20 years ago. You see, in all these examples, the job has remained the same, but how we do it now has become more accessible, faster, more accurate, and in many cases, less expensive relative to the times and value of money of our time. Okay, we're back onto the screen sharing because I want you to be able to visualize the structure of the jobs to be done. And what we're looking at here is, three key components. Starting with the functional job, and I think this is something that most innovators will grasp very quickly. It is very much the practical job that's getting done, whether it's about, a car that gets someone from A to B, or a food service that gives me, the sort of calories and the range and the taste that I'm after. It's the functional and practical job of getting the job done. These other two are often very much ignored. Let's start with the emotional job. The emotional job is about how does it make the customer feel? So if you put yourself into their shoes, what is it about your innovative idea and how's it going to impact about how they feel? Is it something that's going to make them feel fantastic because they've been able to do this job so efficiently and so effectively? Is it something that gives them relief? I mean, I've had experiences where I've seen products give relief to people because they couldn't sleep at night worrying about they didn't have this sort of data and information. But once that job was done, it made them feel fantastic. A really important thing to delve into as you're looking at your particular product and understanding how does it help them with the emotional job that they're trying to get done. The social job is similar but different in that it's about how do others perceive me by having this innovative tool or product. Have you ever seen the people that are at the Apple store at midnight, um, trying to get the latest tech and everything? And then what do? They go and share it with all their friends. Look at what I've got. What social job is that doing? It's doing the job of that individual being perceived by others to have the latest tech and up with all the latest things and capabilities. So the important message here is that when you're looking at jobs to be done and wondering what are the jobs that my target market trying to get done, don't just think about the practical technical things in how it's helping them get those jobs done. Also take into account the emotional job and the social job. Let's get into the key takeaways from today's episode. By focusing on jobs to be done as opposed to building features, you're addressing the core needs of customers. Jobs to be done is the baseline, the common denominator. Once you nail what jobs your specific target market are trying to get done, design your innovative solution to get these specific jobs done perfectly. Don't confuse that with having to have a perfect solution for the entire market. We'll talk a lot more about minimum viable product in up and coming videos. Just understand that it's about getting it right for the defined sub-market for market entry. Understand the customer journey through every touch point of integration and customer interaction and make it as seamless and easy experience for the buyer as possible. And know that by doing so, you fill that space in the buyer's head that when they think of those jobs that they're trying to get done, they think of your brand because it has a specific purpose. The customer's jobs often remain the same, but how we can do them changes. And that within jobs to be done, there's the three core elements: the functional job, the emotional job, and the social job. So that's probably enough for today. In the next episode, we're going to explore the relationship between jobs to be done and unmet needs. Now, unmet needs, that's the problems and frustrations that your target market is experiencing in trying to get those jobs done. So don't miss this one as they all link together. Now, if you like this, we'd love your help in building this community, and by clicking the like button, that'll help the algorithms that know, that we're putting out some good content, and we want to be able to help innovators. And a quick reminder to make sure that you've subscribed. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and we'll learn from what you're giving us by way of feedback. And from there, we can build a good community of all the people that are involved in the innovation, commercialization, and particularly the product market fit. Ciao for now, and we look forward to seeing you in the next podcast.